Hiruzen is one of my favorite characters, and I feel like he was underappreciated in the Naruto series. Yes, I have my criticisms of him, but I feel like he was still a pretty cool character that I wish I could have seen more of, and I feel like deserved more. Hello, it's your boy 4Piece, back with another video. And before we get into it, of course, if you guys want to like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications for more content, okay? And it helps grow the channel, and I hope you guys can join and grow the channel together, and we're going crazy. And I have a big One Piece video coming very soon, so stay tuned. Anyway, Hiruzen was taught by the first Hokage and the second Hokage. That is legendary in and of itself. That is just beautiful. Like, look at that image. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that cool, bro? The fact that the second Hokage and the first Hokage was able to teach you stuff. And bro, the guy mastered all the elements. Allegedly. That's what is said. That is what it's heard. That's what it's been said. Like, yo, this guy is actually hypnotics. Okay? And then, of course, he goes into a teacher, right? And then he teaches the three legendary sign, Orochimaru, the Jeffrey Dahmer V2, Tsunade, the beautiful gambling grandma, and then you have Pervy Sage. You know what I'm saying? Me and him relate the most. You know what I'm saying? Well, you and me, Jiraiya, we going crazy with the. Oh yeah, never mind. But you get the point. Like, Jiraiya was hypnotics, okay? And all three of them are very exceptional, powerful shinobi. So it just shows how great the third Hokage was as a teacher. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when we look at his past, you know, we didn't get a lot. We didn't get a lot of Hiruzen, man. And like compared to the other Hokage, the Hashirama, we know about his backstory. We know about his wife. We know about the Uzumaki clan backstory and everything. We know about all his battles, legendary battles against Madara, okay? We know all about that. We know about Tobirama and his backstory, killing Uzuna and whatever, and him fighting in the Second Great Ninja War and stuff like that. We know about all him and whatever, right? Then we know all about Minato and his backstory, Naruto's father, the legendary ninja. Okay, I just made a video about him just a few days ago, so you guys want to check that out? Look in the description as well. I was just basically glazing the guy, I'm not gonna lie. But you know, then we talk about Kakashi. Great, I think it was the sixth Hokage. Then we learn about what's his name? Tsunade. She was the fifth Hokage. And then we learn about Naruto, the series, right? But we didn't learn enough about Hiruzen. We've never seen a prime Hiruzen fight in Naruto. We've never seen that, and that's a shame, bro. And that's always been so curious. Like, damn, bruh, we never got to see any like fights between him and, you know, like the amount of legendary ninjas he must have encountered, because he was considered a very, very powerful shinobi in his prime. Like, people were comparing him to Hashirama. You don't get compared to Hashirama just like that. You have to have been really, really, really much of a big problem on the battlefield for you to be called that. Okay? Even Danzo complimented this guy when he was when he was dying and Sasuke was about to kill him. Whatever, and he was committing committing seppuku, right? The guy literally said, like, man, you always been ahead of me, man. You always been, and you know, and that's big credit, because Danzo, yes, I had my fair share of roasting of Danzo, but the guy was very powerful. The guy was a golden shinobi. I'm not even gonna lie to you. He was a demon. He was devious, fams. He was actually him, okay? And that's the fact that's coming from him is insane, okay? And the only time we get a real fight was, like, you know, in Naruto Storm 3 when he fought Nine-Tail Fox. You know, okay, that's that sounds crazy. No, that, okay? That doesn't count, right? But his fight against Orochimaru, okay? And his fight against Orochimaru was legendary. That's one of my favorite fights, and I'm definitely gonna make a fight video. I've been making a few fight videos recently, and a lot of you guys actually like those videos. I made one on Shikamaru versus Tamari, and I also made one of what's it called? Kakashi versus Zabuza, the first fight. And you guys like that video, so I'll make more very soon. So stay. It'll be coming soon. And I'll be make ones for One Piece as well, and other animes as well, if you guys want me to do that as well. I'll be doing some breakdowns and stuff like that. Anyway, right? Going back to this, man, that fight against him and Orochimaru, beautiful. Whoa, yo, hey. Okay, we didn't get to see the full prime Hiruzen, but man, the way he defended off the village, the way he took out Orochimaru's arms and everything, beautiful. The fact that he had to fight against his former teachers, that was one of the saddest parts. But I don't know if we knew that those were his teachers at the time. I don't think we knew then, but he had a great showing. And of course, the first Hokage and the second Hokage weren't at their full powers as well, and the third Hokage wasn't at his full power as well. But they had a great fight, and third Hokage was holding his own against him, the two Hokages, and Orochimaru himself, and was able to defend the village. I know he died in the end, but it was good. But I feel like Hiruzen just deserved more screen time. I feel like he died a bit too soon. And even if he died too soon, we should have gotten more of him. We should have gotten the essence of how legendary he actually was as a third Hokage. If you're saying that he was compared to Hashirama, right? We're hearing all about how legendary he is, how Hashirama is, and how Madara is, but we don't get a lot of hype around the third Hokage. We get a lot of hype about Minato, but we don't get the showings of the third Hokage. And I feel like he deserved more. Even when he came into the final war and they were fighting or whatever, the third Hokage, he had a pretty good showing, a decent showing. He had clutch stuff. He even saved Naruto at one point when the branches of the divine tree were trying to take out Naruto. He saved Naruto from getting his chakra swallowed up or whatever. Pause. That sounds crazy, But he had his little showings there and there, but he wasn't great, Like, he wasn't like Hashirama. Hashirama still had a great showing. He literally almost took out the Ten Tails. Okay, he sealed Madara at one point. So, I feel like we should have deserved more and gotten more from the third Hokage, and I feel like he deserves more of a better showing. And then, of course, you have his summoning as well. He had a unique summoning. He wasn't like any others. It was a whole monkey. So that was crazy as well. That looked so insane too. I'm just like, okay, if there's a monkey, then isn't there like other versions, What if there's like a Sun Wukong version or something like that? Something cool. You know what I'm saying? Like something interesting, like a Donkey Kong version. You know what I'm saying? Yo, shout out to the Nintendo Switch 2. Ah, you know what I'm saying? Okay, that sounds crazy, but yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys get the point in where I'm coming from here. What do you guys think? And share your opinions down below. You know what I'm saying? Join your boy. You know what I'm saying? We could go crazy. You know what I'm saying? And new uploads coming very soon. And yeah, man. Stay strong, stay safe, stay blessed. And yeah. Peace.